Good morning, gardening friends. Today is Sunday, September 15th. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning, and it's a nice little bit of a breeze in the air, and it is 79. I'm just sitting out here in my camellia garden, enjoying the morning before the mosquitoes get out. We had quite the week, although for us it wasn't too bad. We had a Hurricane Francine come through the Gulf, and we got the tail end of it, the wet end, and got about 3.5 inches of rain on Thursday. Well needed. It's been very dry here. So I enjoyed the rain part of it at least. And I started working outside a little bit. So here and there, things are coming together. My Encore Azalea is starting to come out again. Autumn Carnation. I am surprised that the caladiums are still up. Usually they get knocked down by the heat, but apparently this year they're doing pretty well. I did notice that the fig is really doing well. It is only its second year, and it is already 6 foot tall, so it's footing the bill. I wanted something in that corner that would kind of give me some privacy back here, and that's doing it. Through the years, I've been gardening here now for 30 years. The first tree that I had put there was a white dogwood, and it did really well, and then it got sick. It got anthracnose and died. The second tree was a crepe myrtle. You can see the little fig up there. No, maybe there you go. And the last was a palm, a Pindo palm. But the Pindo palm was the only one I ever had that got crown rot, and I had to get rid of it. So right now we have a fig. The hydrangea is showing a little bit worse for wear after having the little drought for a few weeks, but it's doing okay. The bananas got beat up a little bit from the winds from the tail end of Francine. I cleaned up the back bananas, but I didn't get to the front ones yet. The ginger lilies really like it in that dark corner now. My potager is a little overgrown. I'll be cleaning that up this week. I'll tell you what, this lemongrass really likes it. That's what's going to go over here where this dead butterfly bush is. I have it actually already in a pot. It got hurt, knocked back because of not being watered. However, it's still living. And in fact, that's the one. I'll just take it out of the pot and plant it in the ground. Everything here is just growing hand over fist. The Australian tree fern looks a little ratty, but still has some new fronds coming up. And in here is where I did most of the work this week. You can see my double datura is blooming. And you see the seed pods, why it's called prickly apple. Also called devil's trumpet. But I spent the week, or part of the week out here, cleaning up this area of bindweed. The bindweed is coming over from my neighbors, And I just have to keep it at bay. Straightened up these topiaries. It's starting to look like a flower bed again. I do have to still trim some of the tops of my bushes, but that requires a ladder. And I don't know as if I'm steady enough on my feet to go up a ladder just yet, so I'm holding off on that. Back here, you can see the bananas are huge. No flowers yet on this peach angel trumpet. This is messy here. I tell you what, the crepe myrtles do get messy. They drop all the little seeds, but the birds like them. So they're helping to knock the seeds off. I do have hummingbirds coming. I've got 3 of them now. I was sitting out near lunch one day, and they were fighting each other off of the feeder. One has a red, I don't know if it's a dot or a ring on its head. I couldn't see. And the others are just the normal ones that usually come back here. Here you can see these satsumas are just absolutely full and heavy, pulling the tree down. Oh, Gado must not be here because he still has water in his water bowl. Vincas are still looking good. I do need to replant my trough. Pretty much everything in pots needs to be reworked. I've started doing it little by little, but it's kind of overwhelming when you look at all that has to be done at one time. So I'm doing 1 or 2 pots at a time and moving on. Can't do it all at one time, so just do a little bit. Oh, I have a toad lily in bloom. We'll end on the deck. Back in here, my Canary Island date palms looking good. I've got a little yellow rose hip on my knockout yellow rose. Kumquats are not turning orange yet. Again, another really good caladium. The little bananas behind the statue there, that's about as tall as they get, but they're filling out nicely. This is my Ozark plum. I'm hoping next year to have plums on this tree. It'll be its 3rd year. Back in here, all is well. I have some really little buds on my White Angel's trumpet. This area is going to need a clean out this week. You can see I have a bottle brush blooming. And the orange back there is a type of ginger lily. Well, maybe next week we'll have some pink angel's trumpets. They ought to be open by then. Peach angel's trumpet. Ooh, gotta fight through the bushes. Oh my goodness. Everything here looks very lush and green. Uh-oh, something knocked over one of my plants. Let me go and pick it up. I am blessed with 2 kittens back here now. So it was probably the kittens playing. Oh my goodness. Got my fountains on. My pear trees have leafed out nicely. There's the mama cat with her kittens. Back in here all looks well. I did clean up some of my potted plants. As you can see here, I cut back my fly traps, Sarracenias, and you can see that green is coming back. So although they got fried when they dried out from the drought, they are coming back. This one I just took some of the dead off, Sarracenias. And my Equisetum are coming back as well. They dried up. I also limbed up took the dead off of the papyrus. Yeah, the bananas, I have to get up there and take the yellow out. It just looks better without the yellow. But there you have it for today. A quick walk around the backyard. Not a lot in bloom this late in the year. However, camellias will be starting shortly. So until next week, take care.